Welcome to the explainer. So, if you've ever just stared at a bucket of pool chemicals and felt totally overwhelmed, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to completely demystify pool maintenance. We're talking about taking you from a stressed out water tester to a totally confident pool owner who knows exactly what to add and exactly when to add it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. It's the ultimate beginner question, right? And honestly, it's a super tempting thought. I mean, if the pool water needs 5 different things to get balanced, why not just dump them all in together and save yourself an entire afternoon of work?
Well, the answer is a massive, resounding no. Throwing everything in at once isn't just a bad idea, it's genuinely dangerous. Doing so could literally cause a chemical explosion, it could create highly toxic gas, or completely ruin your really expensive pool equipment. You see, careless chemical mixing is kind of the hidden danger of pool ownership, and it sets the stakes for exactly why we absolutely need a structured approach to our water. So here are the 4 simple rules that will act as our roadmap today. 1. The chemistry survival guide. 2. The perfect chemical order. 3. The chemical waiting game. And 4. Deadly chemical combinations. Okay, starting off with section 1. The chemistry survival guide, defining the jargon. Right, so before we add a single drop of anything to the water, we really need to understand a couple of tricky terms that trip up almost every new pool owner. Because let's face it, you can't balance what you don't understand. First up is cyanic acid, commonly abbreviated as CYA. Simply put, this is your chlorine stabilizer. If you think about how harsh UV rays can just burn off your unprotected skin, well, the sun does the exact same thing to your pool's sanitizer. So CYA essentially acts like sunscreen for your chlorine. It protects your sanitizer from breaking down so it can actually stay in the water and do its job of keeping things clean. Next up is flocculant, or as it's usually called, flock. This is your heavy-duty clearer. Flock is a chemical that binds really fine, cloudy particles together, making them heavy enough to drop right down to the pool floor. But a quick heads up here, this isn't some magical vanishing act. It actually requires significant settling time, and then you physically have to vacuum those sunken particles out to waste.
Moving on to section 2. The perfect chemical order, building the foundation.
So building the foundation of a healthy pool requires following an exact step-by-step sequence. Here is your unbreakable order for balancing a pool. Step 1, alkalinity. Step 2, pH. Step 3, your sanitizer, or chlorine. Step 4, shock. And finally, step 5, specialty chemicals. Things like algicides or clarifiers. Adjusting these out of sequence, yeah, that's a guaranteed way to just waste your time, your money, and your chemicals. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is you might be wondering about the battle between adjusting alkalinity first versus adjusting pH first. Why is alkalinity always number 1? Well, it's because total alkalinity acts as a stabilizing anchor for your pH. If you try to fix your pH before securing that anchor, your pH levels will just bounce all over the place. You always secure the anchor first. All right, let's hit section 3, the chemical waiting game. Patience is safety. So we know the right order now, but the critical element of time is where so many pool owners just fail. Rushing between chemical applications is honestly a fast track to cloudy water and dangerous reactions. 10. That is your absolute minimum number of minutes to wait between adding any routine pool chemicals. Giving the water at least 10 minutes allows the chemicals to disperse and mix properly, rather than fighting each other in some concentrated cloud. But foundational changes require a lot more patience. Take a look at this. If you add an alkalinity increaser, you actually need to wait 4 to 6 hours before adding a pH adjuster. If you pour in muriatic acid, you must wait at least 4 hours before introducing chlorine. And if you're using soda ash to bump up your pH, give it 6 to 8 hours before shocking the pool. These major foundational changes really require significant circulation time before that next chemical hits the water. Okay, so what about when we actually want to jump in and swim? Well, for standard pH or alkalinity balancers, you're looking at a pretty short 20 to 30 minute wait. Liquid chlorine or muriatic acid, that requires a 2 to 4 hour pause. Pool shock means you are completely out of the water for 8 to 24 hours, or at least until that chlorine level drops below 5 parts per million. And remember, flocculant, that requires a massive 24 to 48 hours of settling. And hey, don't forget, your pool pump has to be running this entire time to disperse everything evenly. Which brings us to section 4, deadly chemical combinations, the unbreakable laws. So spacing a pH balancer 4 hours after an alkalinity adjuster, that's a completely safe combination.
But the deadly combination? Mixing chlorine and muriatic acid at the same time. I cannot stress this enough. Doing this creates a highly toxic, extremely dangerous gas that can cause severe physical harm if inhaled. You must never, ever add these together. And here's another really shocking one for you. Stabilized chlorine, like trichlor tablets, mixed with unstabilized chlorine, like calhyposhock. Mixing these organic and inorganic chlorines, even if you're just putting them into the same automatic feeder, can actually cause a spontaneous fire or a literal chemical explosion. You have got to keep them completely separate. Let's rapid fire some absolute nevers just to guarantee your safety. Never mix chemicals together in a bucket. Never pour shock into a skimmer that already has chlorine tablets sitting in it. Never add shock if you know metals are present in your water, unless you want massive oxidation staining all over your pool surfaces. And never mix old leftover chemicals with new ones. The consequences here are just simply too grave to risk.
Now, okay, not all bad combinations are going to explode, but they will completely ruin your expensive chemicals. Let's look at these harmless but totally wasteful mixes. If you add shock and algicide together, the shock just destroys the algicide. Shock also neutralizes those expensive pool enzymes you bought. Mixing a clarifier with a chelating agent, that'll just create horribly cloudy water. And adding an alkalinity increaser too closely to calcium hardness is going to cause scaling. So no, you won't blow anything up, but you might as well just be throwing your money directly into the skimmer. So the crucial point here is captured beautifully in this quote, straight from the experts. Read the label, let the water circulate, and test before swimming. That is the absolute golden rule of pool maintenance. It sounds so incredibly simple, but I promise you, following this single sentence will save you from almost every common pool disaster out there. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. Is your pool truly ready for summer, or are you just sort of guessing with your chemistry? By applying this structured, step-by-step knowledge we've covered today, you literally never have to guess again. You are now fully equipped to test your water safely, balance it perfectly, and enjoy a crystal clear pool all season long. Thanks so much for joining me, and happy swimming.